Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Rex Rogosh, and let's queer up the USA view. Senators unite to end LGBTQ plus discrimination in jury duty. In a bipartisan move timed with Pride Month, U.S. Senators Jeanne Shaheen, a Democrat from New Hampshire, and Susan Collins, a Republican from Maine, have reintroduced a groundbreaking bill to protect LGBTQ Americans from discrimination during federal jury selection. The legislation, called the Jury Access Act, would, for the first time, amend federal laws to include sexual orientation and gender identity as protected characteristics when selecting jurors. That means queer people would finally be placed on equal legal footing with other protected groups such as women and people of color. Currently, federal law bars jury discrimination based on race, religion, sex, and national origin, but says nothing about LGBTQ status. This Senate bill builds on last year's House legislation introduced by Representatives Becca Balint of Vermont and Lizzie Fletcher of Texas. Right now, only 17 states protect gay jurors in state courts, and even fewer protect trans people. The Jury Access Act aims to change that nationwide. I mean, now I don't have another excuse to get out of jury duty. In all seriousness, I mean, this is great. You know, a lot of people don't realize that there are states out there that's you can still get fired for being gay, and there's so many other things that can happen just because we are LGBT. So to have this piece of legislation go into act and another thing to give us safety and security is in something that is actually a right for any American to do. I joke about not being on jury duty sometimes, but this is a great step forward.
So I do know we do make that joke about jury duty, but yes. It is we have a right to a trial by jury of our peers. And that is hugely important. And to be protected as a peer is something that is long overdue, because that means that I can, I'm not going to say that I'm going to be at a jury trial, but I can rest assured that, there's going to be someone else that is representative of me who at least is eligible for that jury. Now, in terms of the graphics and the jury that we saw there, I'm not sure if all those drag queens and kings would make me nervous or happy to see in the jury box.
As a performer, I would not want to see them because they are probably the most judgmental. However, I agree with you. We all do make fun of it, but if I had to be on one side of a jury case, I would want to see faces within the jury that are my peers. And,
Absolutely.
And if we don't have that representation, then the likelihood of having a biased jury against you could be, at a greater, number.
Well, that's the big LGBTQ story for today. There's no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.